Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to just be a bonus video about an artist I haven't spoken about before on this channel, but because I'm still trying to test out my setup and try different lighting stuff and different, to see how I can get it perfect. Now it's not going to be perfect, but it's just strange. I've got this really weird lighting problem, and for some reason the camera app on the laptop has all these different brightness options. Whereas the same camera app, the same Windows camera app on the PC doesn't have those options, and I don't know why. So I'm still pissing about with everything. But anyway, this artist, to be honest, I knew who they were. Well, I put it in the title. I knew who Frank Zappa was. Obviously, he's super famous, one of the greatest guitarists of all time. But I'd never listened to him, not once. He did a song, or he played live. He did Interstellar Overdrive with Pink Floyd live, which was amazing. I've heard him play on that, but up until last week, never heard of Frank Zappa, Mothers of Invention album. Never. But when I was vinyl shopping last week, I saw this album. It was actually on sale. In the UK, we have a shop called HMV, and they were doing a 2 for £30. So I've got Queen's... I've got Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love album, and I've got this album, Frank Zappa, We're Only In It For The Money. Well, I saw this album cover, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Sgt. Pepper's, but it's, well, obviously it's not Sgt. Pepper's, but it's absolutely brilliant. I love how they just mocked the Sgt. Pepper's cover. I love that. I love how they've done, the inside is the same, and then the back is the same with one of them turned round, and it gets even better again because if you go, they come with comes with the extra sheet that the original Sgt. Pepper's used to as well. So you've got, there's Frank and the gang. You've got a female lady part, which YouTube will probably demonetize me for showing. That one. Badge, sorry. Is that a belly button? Absolutely free. United Nations. The navel. And a bit of beard or a bit of hair. Now, just for reference, my Sgt. Pepper's is a not gatefold, picture disc, but I'll try and show you anyway. See, I don't know why the lighting is so. I've got a lamp there shining at me, but it's still really bad. I'm going to try and. So, this is a really impromptu test video where I talk about Frank Zappa. So, sit around, make yourself a cup of tea if you enjoy. And just, so, obviously, I don't know why I'm showing you, it's Sgt. Pepper's. It's the most famous album cover ever, but that's my Sgt. Pepper's. And it's just brilliant. It really, like, wait a minute, I've got to try this if he's mocking Sgt. Pepper's. And the only problem I have is, which is why I might take it back, and look at that, I'll try not to make it worse, but look at this. It's broken there. Now, I'd never seen this album before, so when I picked it up, it was always saran wrap sealed, but I did see that, but I assumed, I didn't see that, I saw that it was open there, and some albums do have that, and maybe they have a poster or something extra in the other slot, if it's not a double album. So I didn't assume it was broken. Now I see it's broken, I'm probably going to swap it out. But I love this album, and I'm going to have to listen to more Frank Zappa stuff. Now, I didn't do any background research or any of that. It was cheap, it mocked Sgt. Pepper, so I picked it up. And I fell in love on first listen. The guitar sounds amazing. The drumming sounds amazing. Absolutely brilliant drumming. And I like the whispering, the really weird, almost ASMR-like whispering. I'm assuming it's Frank Zappa who does the whispering. That's really cool. And I love some of the lyrics just don't make sense. Like, what's the ugliest part of your body? What's the ugliest part of your body? Some say your nose, some say your toes, but I think it's your mind. Well, that makes sense, but you know what I mean. It's just, it laughs at the Beatles, it laughs at itself, it's got a sense of humour, and it's something I've really needed as an album. It's really, you know, sometimes, obviously, most music is really serious, and it's about love, or relationships, or money, or breakups, you know. But this, it just takes fun. It makes fun of itself and everything around it. And that joyous sense of fun is why I love it so much. And I'm going to have to listen to more Frank Zappa. And I believe this is Frank Zappa and the Mothership? No. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, I think they're called. Because it says Mothers down there. But I think that band didn't last, and then he had a solo career. Now, I've heard not every Frank Zappa album is that good. But, you know, I will listen to them myself and form my own opinion. But, yeah, if you've never listened to We're Only In It For The Money by Frank Zappa, you need to go and try this. Because it is absolutely brilliant. And it's definitely worth picking up on vinyl. Just for this, you know, mockery of Sgt. Pepper's. I believe if you have, like, the black bars in the eyes, you don't have to pay for the rights to use their face. That might be wrong, but I believe that's why they have all the black bars. So you've got Elvis, you've got... is that the Mona Lisa? No. No, it might be, I don't know. He looks like the guy from Talking Heads, but can't be. I mentioned Elvis. Is that Vladimir Lenin? No. I don't know. I don't know who some of these people are. I think that's Winston Churchill. But anyway, don't blank. Jimi Hendrix is there. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Go and listen to this if you haven't, and pick it up on vinyl. So now I'm going to stop talking about Frank Zappa, and I'm going to go into more personal stuff. So stick around if you want. I love you, but if you don't want to hear that, it's alright. You can go and do whatever you want. So I am, as I said when I started, I am testing this new setup. There are a few bumps and scrapes, and there would be. The last two Joy Division videos, I only noticed afterwards how dark it would get when I use this for example, when I move it up to the camera. Everything else went really dark, which is really annoying. But, you know, it happens. And the problem is, the Logitech, so this is a Logitech 180p HD webcam, which it was about £40 off Amazon when I bought it last year, and it's been perfect. And the only problem I have with it is the lighting problem. Now, when I was filming on the laptop had its built-in brightness options in the actual camera app, the Windows one, and this one doesn't. But I can't use the Logitech. You know, it's got its own Logitech video capture thing you can download, but for some stupid reason, I must have missed something, or maybe you have to pay for it, but it puts a little Logitech watermark in the bottom left right hand corner of the video, which is really like it's just really unprofessional. You know, I don't want a watermark in my videos. But yeah, this is actually like the first video, besides the Joy Division ones, because that was a box set and I was really excited. This is the first video I've filmed in a few weeks. I know I said this already, I'm a parrot at this point, but I filmed a bunch of vinyl review and other little bits last month. I probably got like, I would probably that brain. If I only posted vinyl review, I probably wouldn't have to do any sort of filming for another month. Like, I'm fine for videos. Now, somehow I had some sort of sixth sense last month that things were going to go wrong and I should film a bunch of videos, because this week and last week have not been the best for me mentally. I won't go into what happened, but stuff happened and I haven't been in the best place, and I haven't been in a place, you know, where I can film. Well, I am now, obviously, but it's just, I'm getting better, I'm recovering, and, you know, I'm going to go see a therapist. That's starting soon. I'm on my meds. Everything's improving, but it's a process to get better. And I've wanted to start doing more vlogs where I talk about not only my mental health, but why mental health is important. Even if you don't suffer with mental health problems yourself, I think that it's important for you to understand, so that if you meet someone who has mental health problems, or maybe your partner suffers with a mental health problem that you don't have, it can be important to understand that to help them. But now I'm just rambling. Thanks for watching if you have watched this far. I'm still going to mess around with the setup, but I'll see you when I see you. Take care, everyone.